We're already
Yeah,
late.
All right.
we have an audience of one, I think. So we're live, right?
Yes.
Still worth giving it a roll for that one audience member.
I'm not sure if he's here.
Yeah, I
it's
think, yeah, we are late, so we went
giving,
away.
yeah, it's giving us 0, so Judd isn't waiting for us.
Ah, no, he's here.
No, yeah, he's here. So
Yes.
then the problem is
We are Portuguese, we need to be late.
our counter is not working. Oh, okay. I can I know, watching it now. It has several counters. One is for the Facebook group, and another one for YouTube. So there are two people on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're playing the one shot that's in Wretched Darkness, the core book, Paymon Tarot. There are no pre-gens in that scenario, so we created some characters today.
And we'll be sharing them on the blog probably on the
Yeah, probably.
this week maybe.
So the characters we have here, chosen among several more. It's James Walker, who is a reporter. Father William Matthews, who is a Catholic priest, has
or
a
a
name
father.
or a father of someone. Yeah,
And
and
you'll never
Jessica.
know which one.
Yeah, well, it can be both, but and Jessica Lee, who is a private detective, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so this is going to be a modern day adventure, uh, taking place in Hammetville, which is wretched versus version of a big, large American city, uh, kind of a New York or something like that,
But less wretched.
but more wretched.
Or less wretched.
Or maybe, yeah, maybe.
Oh, because New York is. I getcha.
Yeah, Jed, it's post gens. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's start this. Uh, your characters don't know each other, but they have something in common. A very simple thing. They have been having nightmares for the last weeks, which is not a strange thing, but these are unusual nightmares, very vivid nightmares, and you have been experiencing uh, anxiety and other related problems because you are worried about this. The nightmares, the problem is that you can't remember them. You know that they are very frightening, but in the morning you forget all about them. You just know that you had a very scary nightmare during the night, and you feel frightened even when you wake up. So it's a strange situation. But you haven't been to a doctor or a therapist, or even if I don't know if the characters would be inclined to do it or not. But even if they are, you didn't have the time yet. So it's recent, disturbing, but still recent. So let's start in media res, in the middle of the things. So I'm going to choose one of you. Uh, okay, it's James Walker.
Yeah.
Mr. Reporter, you are. What are you doing now? It's morning and it's a weekday, so you are probably working.
I probably woke up this morning with a terrible dream, covered in sweat, take a shower, and head out, go to work, I guess, at the Texas Star Tribune, whatever, something, newspaper that doesn't suck.
Okay, so you were getting inside the building when. Just let me just check one thing here. Okay. when you see something strange. There's so you are in the lobby of the building. You were heading towards the elevator, the lift, and you see a guy. Um, a big guy. He's walking in the hall, and suddenly someone was you never saw him coming. It just jumps towards the other guy and starts punching him
Oh,
all
well,
of a
he's throwing down. Uh, I don't know that he would try to intervene. He may, if it looks like it's unprovoked or whatever.
It seems unprovoked.
He he's pretty cocky, so yeah, I'll run over there and try and throw arms between them.
Okay, so you go towards the two guys, and when you approach them, something very strange happens. What are you going to do? Just uh
When they go
exactly
up
what?
and shove them apart, to keep
Okay,
them from hitting each other.
so you were trying to separate the two guys, but uh, your hands just pass through them.
What? They disappear? Are they still there?
No, they seem to have disappeared as if they were just an hologram or a vision or something like that. You just don't see them anymore.
He'd shake his head and probably grab another pain pill out of his back pocket. Headed to work. Like, what the hell?
Okay. Now, Father William Matthews, what are you doing now? It's the same hour. It's morning, and it's a weekday. Let's say it's Monday.
Likely after praying for his soul in the morning after the upteenth nightmare, washing himself and eating a breakfast of grape and fresh bread and such like that. He's probably returned to his local parish to attend the gardens and make sure everything's in order.
Okay. So you go out in the garden and you see um, what do you see? Let me decide what you're going to see. You see a vehicle, a car that's coming from one side of the street, and you notice that there's a woman inside. She seems distracted with something, as if she's asleep or something like that. And there's a large vehicle, a truck coming from the other side, and they are potentially they are going to cross, right? But you have a strange feeling that there's going to be an accident.
The good father will very quickly calculate in his head what's going to happen and run on run on over as fast as he can, waving his arms. Hey, wait! You're about to crash.
You shout, but the woman does seem to be asleep or just very distracted with something. She's looking down, not looking in front of the in
All
front
right.
of the.
How far is the car from the church grounds?
Yeah, it's a bit far.
All right.
Hmm.
Understanding that agility is my worst stat so far, and I don't really have any skills for this. What would you like me to roll to just bolt over and see if I can get her attention
Well,
in long priestly robes?
if you don't have an agility related skill, athletics or acrobatics or something like that, you just have to roll. You'll just roll the attribute agility and a 20-sided die.
Right away. That is a 3.
Yeah, not good. Okay, so you try to run, but your what's it called, cassock, right?
Mhm.
Your cassock is it's not exactly a
Conducive for running.
yeah. It wasn't made for that. So what happens is that you walk and stumble a bit, and then uh, it does happen what you were expecting. There's a crash, or a kind of a crash. You see the two vehicles. What's this? He was doing things on the phone.
Spam. Need to block it. I don't know if I can block it. I think you need to block it
I'm
yourself.
going to try to do that. Yeah.
If those
Yeah.
are my stats, then I just put those there. Sorry. Wait, hold on a sec.
The Tarot Destroyer
Yeah.
is done.
Oh, there's this. I think.
Were we being targeted by the resistance or something?
Okay, so you see the two vehicles crashing, but instead of a loud sound and whatever is going to happen after that, they just disappear.
What?
They vanish
What
like
in
a
the world?
vision.
Hmm.
There's no one else, or at least no one else in the surroundings. So, oh, again,
Oh, for Pete's sakes, Tarot Destroyer. Yeah. Probably shouldn't feed Tarot Destroyer.
I
Well,
bet-
what the good father's going to do after he quietly thinks, "What in the world am I even looking
I
at?"
think you need to block it on YouTube itself. I don't know if you're doing it on.
Yeah,
No,
it
I'm
looks
doing
like
it
you
on
got a
Sílvia.
fan.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to YouTube to do that.
Yeah, I
He's
think you
going
need to
to.
spam
He's
it,
gonna.
block him there.
Terry, I'm just glad that
Mm.
you cared enough to take time out of your day to bother us. That makes me feel good.
Well, I'll at least be going on into my office, and I'm going to be making a research roll to see if there's any. The church has any recorded happenings of carriages or cars or some form of vehicle about to crash and then poof, right out of nowhere.
Okay, so do a research roll. That one you probably.
Yes.
That's
If
it.
we're going by 3.0 onward, I've got a +1 from the brain's 12, and I put 3 points into research, so this will be made at a +4.
Mhm. Okay, boring.
Not that great. Just lucky
Just
13.
ignore it.
What's that? Ah, this is not working. I don't know why. I tried hiding the creature now.
You need to block it completely. You need to block this person.
I blocked it. It's not working.
Okay, I tried to suspend, but it's blocked for 5 minutes. You just want to block it completely.
Yeah, it looks like YouTube's. You gotta block them on YouTube. Looks like. I don't know how this thing meshes with all those systems together. So I don't know.
We never had a spam bot before.
We had, but it was easier to solve than this one. This one isn't working.
But this one is worse. It also is spamming more.
Yeah, boring.
Just one guy alone in his basement, nothing else to do.
Well, let's hope this is
Yeah, let's carry on.
okay. Jessica. Okay, I forgot to, yeah, you check for references or something like this, but no, there is nothing like this has happened.
All right, back on to Jess.
Okay, so now it's just again.
I tried to block it, but I don't know if it's gonna work. It's probably not the same.
No, I'm trying to do this in the YouTube channel, but it's not working. I don't even have the option to block it. I don't know why.
Okay, so Jessica spent the night in a stakeout. She tried not to sleep because she's not enjoying the having those nightmares. So I'm probably coming to my lousy apartment office by now, really tired, smelly because I smell like smoke because I spent all the night smoking inside my car, and I'm probably climbing the stairs so to my apartment.
I'm just gonna go to
Okay.
the private chat and just leave it there.
Uh, no, there's a second one. Okay. So you get inside your home and you see something very strange. There's someone inside, and well, I don't know if you live with someone, but
No.
yeah, okay.
Okay, so I will pull probably my gun.
Just a second before you say that. The guy you saw inside is a cop.
Okay, then I will not pull my gun.
He's sitting on your sofa, but he has a gun,
Hmm,
and he doesn't seem to have seen you enter.
hmm,
It seems that he is distracted.
okay. I will try to get out of. Then, if he's distracted, I'm trying to get out of the direct range of fire as soon as possible. Before I ask him who the hell he is and what is he doing in my living room.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you get out of the line of sight, and then you ask him, but he ignores you completely. He was holding. He was holding a gun on his hand, and he takes the gun to his. Uh, points the gun to his head and shoots.
Hmm.
But you don't hear the gunshot.
Okay, so I just before he shot, I was thinking that my nice sofa is gonna be full filled
Yeah.
with blood.
Actually, no.
Hmm.
There's no blood. The only thing that happens is the guy disappears.
What the fuck? I will just go to the sofa and I don't know, look behind it with a stupid face.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Just like the crash
Hmm.
next to the church and the two guys fighting in the newspaper. No, not newspaper. Whatever. The building. Now, all of you, a couple of hours later, you, yeah, Judd, well, whoever it is seems to think that this is something to do with tarot. No, it's just the name of it
It's Taro in the name, so
attracted the nutcases. Um, okay, so a couple of hours later, you start to think about what happened, and you start having the feeling that this was a memory
mm,
from your nightmares. This was probably a nightmare, being coming back uh,
hmm
during the day.
so we are hallucinating with our nightmares now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Until now, you didn't experience this kind of thing.
I don't. It doesn't say this about my character, but she's a privatized, so she's probably a drunk. So I'm gonna have a shot of something to calm my nerves.
Yeah, I'm probably doing that at work too. Coffee cup just loaded with like Jim Beam, and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. How long has it been happening in total?
Couple of weeks.
Oh man, I don't know what kind of healthcare do I got. I might be going to get me some meds, man, to help me sleep.
Sleeping maybe may not be a good choice. Oh, again.
Shady's back.
What the fuck? The messages are very interesting.
Yeah, like wow, that's some dedication right there.
This shouldn't be appearing now. I blocked it and I hide it from the channel and whatever, but it keeps coming back. Okay. Um, later today, do you usually, and the question is for every one of you, watch TV at night or
I guess I watch TV when I'm pretending to work, just to feel the silence.
okay. Well then, later that night you are zapping, and for some strange reason, Mike is not homosexual. Okay, now there's another one.
What? What? So we're on round two. Oh, for Pete's sake.
This is strange. This one isn't on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, we might have to edit out our reactions. We should really be the bigger man.
This is very strange.
Oh yeah,
Should
I'll
have
just ignore it.
put the pre-gen file out there and said, "Come on, we got a couple extra characters."
Okay, so you were watching TV and you were zapping, and then for some strange reason you stop in a channel, a very a local channel that you never watched before, probably. And the program that is at this moment on, it's probably something that you aren't even interested in watching, but for some reason you just stop there. What you see in the screen is a woman, a young woman. She's dressed like a fortune teller, but she's in an office, a common office like a doctor's office. But there are tarot cards on the table, and a few other things like occult paraphernalia, like well, that kind of thing, amulets and other things like tarot cards and skulls and incense is burning. And there's a banner below that says Madame Sophia. You never heard about Madame Sophia, but well, she's a fortune teller. She's a tarot reader. She's shuffling her cards, and the cards are a bit strange because they are old. You notice that they look very old. They contrast with everything because it's a new office. She's a young woman, and everything around her is very modern, but the tarot cards are very old. She's doing a reading. You don't know if it's for someone in particular or if it's just a reading she's doing right now. But for some reason, you have the feeling that she's talking to you. Of course, she's looking towards you because she's looking at the camera. But there's a strange feeling that the reading is for you, and for you, and for you. Um, she just put the cards on the table and she's doing the reading now. And she says, I'm going to read it now. So she says, "Your future is shrouded in darkness. You will face trials and tribulations, and you will be tested in ways you never thought possible. Be warned, for there are forces at work that seek to do you harm. Beware the ones you trust, for they may turn against you. And be prepared, for the path ahead will be fraught with danger and betrayal." And then her gaze lingers over the cards, over a final card. She seems very disturbed, and she shudders as if she was afraid of something. And right next, she picks up all the cards and shuffles them back. And she stays there silent, in silence, I mean, uh, until the guys who are in the doing the show, they cut. So she stayed there silent, looking at the camera, as if she was looking at you. That's what you feel, obviously. And then the show is finished, probably before it was time for that, and it stays with a blank screen for a while. So it wasn't something that was supposed to happen. Something wrong happened, and then the program proceeds. They just put something else, so a talk show or something.
So probably the whole time that, like, right when she cuts off, I'm probably already at the edge of my seat with a drink in my hand, looking at the TV, and then when it goes blank and stays blank, probably still sitting there with mouth kind of agape, like what the. And then once something else comes on, be like, oh, I don't know what's going on here. Try to go to bed, man.
What about you?
I feel that she's just okay. So she was talking to me. So after just seeing a ghost guy shoot his head in my sofa, yeah, I think I'm sitting on that sofa right now. So
Hmm.
I have the feeling I need to find Madame Sophia.
Okay, Father William.
Likely at his office, starting to write the rough draft of what'll be next Sunday's sermon, um, trying to incorporate some recent polite criticisms that his Laria references are a bit too obscure for the masses.
Well, you'll have a difficult time sleeping this night, I think.
Yes,
Um,
after seeing that, absolutely.
Jessica, are you going to do something about? So you
Yes,
said you're
I'm
going
going
to.
to try to figure out. Well, is the program recorded or is it live?
It was probably live.
Okay, so maybe I don't know if I'm going to call the station or is it a local news station?
It's a local channel,
So
yes.
I'm going to grab my car and I'm going to go there.
Okay, so you
I'm probably not very sober, by the way, and I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping properly, and I'm nervous and edgy.
okay? So you get out of your house and you
I just
get
need
into
an
your car.
excuse to do something.
You get into your car and then you drive to the news channel. Not the news channel. It's a channel, and obviously it's still there's still people there. Well, it's not that late. It's the evening. It's not late at night. You see, there's someone in the lobby. There's a security guard, and you
So I'm going to say I need to talk to Madame Sophia, the fortune teller in TV.
he looks a bit angry. Not maybe not angry, but bored. He says, "Okay, I've had enough of that. Yeah, I know. You saw the show. She was a bit disturbed. She's not here anymore. She left.
Where can I find her?
You can't. She's at home.
I'm a private. I'll show my private ID. I'm looking for her about a case I'm investigating.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll give you a card, and he gives you one card that says, "Oh, there's an address there. No, that's not
Hmm.
her house. It's her office."
Her office. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to wait for the morning, and
Okay, so
I'll just go back home.
you go back home. The next morning, all of you wake up rested. You didn't have any nightmares this night.
That's strange.
Yeah. Well, you had a waking nightmare the evening before, so they gave you a night off. Okay, next
I
day.
think I think I might try to use my investigation skill to find out about that Tarot woman that we saw on the TV. Uh, See if I can figure out where she's at, or
Okay, so you ask around. You know so someone tells you that Madame Sophia is kind of a local celebrity. She she's a tarot reader, and she has an office in the city, and
I want to. I want to
she
see
has
if
a
I can get a
program on TV.
tarot reading. That's what I want to do.
So you wanna schedule a reading, right?
Yes, I'll try to
Okay.
call.
Okay, so you call her office, and she's busy today, but she can schedule you for tomorrow.
All right, so I'm gonna tell, like, is that her that I talked to or a secretary?
No, it's a secretary.
All right, so I'm gonna tell that secretary something that was involved in that call that was very distinct, and I say you need to make sure that she knows that it involves this before I hang up. Like if she says shrouded in darkness, that's what I'll mention to that secretary.
So have you had any reading by Madame Sophia?
No, except last night on the TV.
Okay. So you want to talk to her?
What's that?
Do you want to talk to her on the phone?
Yeah. I want
And
to.
okay, so I will see if she's available right now.
Okay,
She
thank you.
it takes about 2 or 3 minutes, and you hear another voice on the phone. She says, "Madam Sophia here. How can I help you?"
I tell her that phrase, just shrouded in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I said, mean anything to you?
Shrouded in darkness. I don't know why.
Because you said it to me last night on the TV.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
To you? What do you
Yes.
mean? I was doing a reading for the audience, not just for you, Mister.
That's what he
What's
says.
the name?
It's not, I'm telling you, I'm not losing my mind here, lady. I'm telling you. I need you to do a reading. How about that?
Okay, no problem. What about tomorrow? I have a couple of hours here that I can.
All right. I'll schedule it. I'm curious enough about this woman that I'll do it.
Well, Mister. I don't know if you told her your name.
Yes, James Walker.
Okay, Mister Walker. Then tomorrow at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Meanwhile, Jessica and Father William.
I have the address. So I'm just going to appear on the on her office and see if she can see me.
Okay, so you show up at her office, uh, but there's a the first person you see is the secretary. She's
Mhm.
not, and she looks at you and she asks you, "How can I help you?"
I'm a private detective, and I need to talk to Madame Sophia regarding a case I'm investigating.
Oh, very well. But what's that about?
Uh, murder, suicide. Well, probably a suicide, but that it was actually a murder.
Just a minute. She gets up and goes into the office, into an office, and after a few minutes, she opens the door and she says, "Madam Sophia will see you, but be quick because she has appointments after this." So you enter the office and
Yes.
she's there. She looks a little bit disturbed.
So I'll just sit in front of her and I'll say, well, uh, I I'm not really investigating a case, but I saw something, and I know you know something about it. And I tell her about the guy that killed himself in my apartment.
She says, "Okay, this is the second time that happens to me today. There was a man that called me. Well, not exactly this, but it was about last night's reading, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
that was not a coincidence.
Well, I mean, I was a bit disturbed, but that's not that bad. I mean, it's just I did a reading that was strange.
And I tell her a guy shot himself in the head in my sofa, but it really didn't. Do you want to talk about weird with me?
What do you mean a guy shot himself in the head and he didn't?
I saw it. I was there getting to my apartment, but it was, I don't know, a vision, a
Ah, okay.
ghost,
Oh well, that's
an hallucination. I
yeah.
don't
Well,
know.
probably yeah. But you probably should see a shrink, right? Not a
Oh,
tarot reader.
that's bullshit, you know.
Well, maybe, but anyway, it's an eye doctor. Maybe you have some problems. I don't know. How do you think I can help you with this?
I don't know. I don't know how your your job works. I don't know how you do your thing, but there must be something there.
Okay. Right now I can't do a reading because I have people waiting for me. So I can schedule it for tomorrow.
Okay, Looney
Yeah.
Tunes hour, right?
She schedules
Okay.
your appointment about the same time.
I hope she gives us a group discount.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just say so. See you tomorrow. Thank you, and
Yeah.
take care.
Yeah. She seems relieved when you go out. She was feeling a little bit uncomfortable with your questions. Father Matthews.
Hmm. Let's see. Well, research at the church did not turn up anything. I've not had a nightmare since, so once he's done at least the first draft, he's actually going to go to the. Forgive me, what was this town called again?
Emmettville.
Emmettville, thank you. He's going to be going to the Emmettville National Library, and he's going to try again, searching for any local folk legends or any recordings in Europe of what could cause two vehicles to disappear like that.
Okay. Well, Emmettville is a strange place. You'll find lots of strange and unusual things happening here. Maybe not specifically what happened today, but you notice a great amount of unusual things. I suppose you are looking through old newspapers. Is that?
Newspapers, books on local mysticisms, anything like that.
Mhm.
And I'm more than happy to roll a research roll if need be.
Yeah. Okay. So do a research.
Oh, go figure. I 4 points into research, and all I got was a 9.
9. It's not there. Not really good. Um, well, okay. So then, what you find is basically what I said before. Hammetville is a strange place where many strange things happen all the time, and that means you find an unusual amount of strange, strange suicides and unexplained deaths and very strange stories about people hallucinating and well, all that things, all those things, but we don't have an answer to your question.
All right.
And then, when you are going out of the library, you see the woman in the car again. She's coming. She's moving. The car is moving. I mean, she's inside the car, and she's exactly the same way, but this time she's closer to you. She's just about 20 meters away. She's going. She's driving uh, in the road right next to the library, and she looks the same way she did yesterday. She's distracted. She's not looking at the road ahead. She's looking at something on her lap or on the floor of the car. I don't know. You can't be sure about that.
In that case, I will be running on over, making sure not to trip on. Well, actually, he'd probably be in more regular clothes at the moment, but he's going to make sure not to be tripping or falling down. He's going to very quickly go over, and he's going to just very gently rap on the window to get her attention. Hello, excuse me, madam. Did you disappear the other day?
Okay, so you managed this time. You managed to go near the vehicle. She's driving slow now. Not she was driving faster yesterday. And you try to knock on her window, but you just go through the car. Then it disappears
Hmm.
without crashing this time.
What in the world is going on here? All right, back on to you guys.
Okay, next day. Well, before next day, this night, you are going to have one of those nightmares that you don't remember in the morning. So you had a nightmare again, and you will wake up in the next day feeling agitated and nervous and afraid. But you can't remember the nightmare. Well, you have the feeling that you dreamt about each one of you the things that you saw. So one of James, you think you dreamt about the guy being beaten to death, even though you can't quite remember it, but you have that feeling. Jessica, you remember seeing a cop killing himself with a gun, and Father William, he has the feeling that he saw the accident happening once more, but this time in the dream, as it should.
So I guess really I don't probably have to call into the office or anything. Being an investigative reporter, probably.
Yeah.
I probably have something that I'm supposed to be working on, that I probably haven't finished yet. But I'm going to go do this other thing instead. So I'm going to go to the meeting with that woman, but first an extra long shower to try and get my senses back. Um, and then I'll head down out of my roach infested apartment downstairs to my fully restored Fort Pinto and take it to the tarot card reading.
I don't think I understand that reference for the Four Pinto. What's happened? Do they blow up? Did they blow up?
Yeah, they had the gas tank in the back. I see it in the chat there.
Father, do you have Father William? Do you have a computer?
In this day and age, very likely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you were checking your emails when all of a sudden you see pop-ups saying all about publicity for a tarot reader called Madame Sophia.
Hmm.
There's a picture in the publicity in the ads, and you recognize the woman you saw in that show doing the reading uh, 2 nights ago, right? Yeah, and it's a bit like what happened before. It just keeps appearing, pop, but it's a pop-up.
Well, this is going to be a bit unusual, because the good father clearly does not believe in, knowing one's future or messing around with the little peg and stuff like this. And yet, if this pop-up keeps coming up and coming up and coming up, it probably means something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Um, I'm going to, hmm, let's see here. What would he do? Father William will actually take a look at some of the URLs and the um, web code, and he's going to see if he can investigate any links or any where these might be coming from or who is sending this.
Well, the first thing you can do is open the website, and it's the Madame Sophia's tarot reading website. You can schedule an appointment or do uh, a stupid reading online, or there are informations about her show on that channel, and also contacts to her office.
He will schedule an appointment
By phone or you using the computer?
through email. I'll type in something to the effect of um, good good morning. I would like to inquire onto some curious events that have been happening around. Um, I have no idea what else to write.
Okay, so you send an email to Madame Sophia or whoever is going
Yes,
to check the email,
that is correct.
and you get an answer, a quick answer. Um, it's not Madame Sophia answering, but anyway, uh, several people have reported strange things lately. Would you like to schedule an appointment for today?
Yes,
Okay, so you receive again an answer, and you have an appointment scheduled for this afternoon, if you want to go, of course.
splendid.
Okay, Jessica and James, you are already scheduled, so you'll be the first ones to arrive. Um, you were there before, so you know where is it, and James wasn't, but it's easy to find it. It's in the business area, the commercial area of Hammetville. Um, it's a modern place. Well, you've seen it. She was the show was being recorded there, so it's you know already where she was, so you recognize the place. So the secretary, I can't remember. Yeah, James was before. So James, you arrived before, and the secretary asked you to wait a little bit in a room, comfortable room. She served you coffee, and some minutes later, she opened the door again, and there's a woman. Describe the woman. By the way, you weren't described yet, so you can
No,
describe yourselves.
I can describe myself. Yes. So I am. I'm looking for my description. Wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait. Yes, exactly. I'm a
everything.
petite woman with short, spiky hair.
Okay, and James is
James is a rugged and weathered, about 5'10", short, messy brown hair, green eyes, leather jacket, and denim.
okay. So you don't recognize each other. Obviously, you've never met, or as far as you know, you've never met. Well, maybe you could have met. He's a reporter, and you are a private eye. Uh, I don't know. You can decide that if you want.
Oh yeah, I'd
To.
be like, you buy into this stuff, as a reporter, I'd probably be asking her questions about like, I mean, you really believe in this kind of thing?
Sure. Oh no, he's asking to me or to the NPC.
To your
I was a bit to my
character,
character.
Yeah,
yeah.
it
Yeah,
says
I
so.
was asking sure, but not very. I'm bullshitting. Of course I don't. But I'm.
But you're here.
Yes, exactly. I say yes, but you can figure it out that I'm probably well. Maybe I need to figure out how good I am at bullshitting.
One sec, one sec.
I'd probably make a reference to like, oh my god,
What else would I be here?
so tired, all these nightmares.
Okay, no, nightmares.
There's no one else in the room right now. The
What do you mean about
secretary.
nightmares?
So I'm here, have nightmares, and then this woman on the TV talking to me. So I came to get a reading.
Mm. So, do you also see him?
Him,
Yeah, the cop.
no, nope, no. No, I see a fight. I see a man get beat to death over and
Mm.
over. It's creepy, man. I
I'm,
get I get some of that really black, thick coffee that they're serving. Just drink that straight.
I take like a heavy breathing. Well, I see a guy shooting himself in the head. And he's doing that in my living room.
Not
But he's
always.
not.
Yeah, not always. Yeah, he's doing. But I'm painting the. I'm playing the victim. Okay, he shot himself in my. And he's a
But he,
cop. It's
but
even
he's not.
worse.
But he's not there, right?
No, he's not there.
Okay. Meanwhile, Father William arrives at the office,
Mhm.
and the secretary, whom you haven't met yet because you only exchange emails, but she's there. Are you wearing your business suit, or are you like dressed as a civilian right now?
At the moment, dressed like a civilian. It'd
Okay.
be,
So,
we don't want to cause a scandal now, do we?
but you didn't mention that. So but she's expecting you. So it's Mr. Matthews, right?
That is correct.
Well, Madam Sophia is a bit delayed. There are still two people ahead of you, but come with me, please. I'll get you a coffee if you want to.
Splendid.
She takes you to the waiting room and opens the door, and there are already two people inside, and they are talking.
All right.
So you see a guy coming, and
Mhm.
I don't know. Can you describe him? I don't know if you have that.
Ah,
Uh,
He honestly doesn't look too far from the photo I've got in place of my face, because this is actually not what I look like at all. Very piercing pair of baby blues.
I'm wondering if he's the sort to have nightmares. That's what my character's thinking.
So would I? It says he's been he's been the pastor for 30 years in this area. Would I recognize him as a local priest?
Yeah, if you're a Catholic, probably.
Let's say there's a 2 in 6 chance that I'm Catholic. Nope.
That's gonna be kind of a meme at our Thursday night lamentation sessions, isn't it?
So I don't recognize him. I was going to explode a story out of it if I did, but so be like, yeah, hey, so you believe in this stuff too, huh?
Indeed. I've seen some rather curious events these last few days, and my investigations have turned up nil.
Curious.
So you're a detective.
I'm a researcher, but not a detective.
I'm a private eye. I'm here because of a suicide, possible murder, and I'm trying to do this with now with a serious face.
Grim matters, to be sure. Out of morbid curiosity, what occurred to the bodies of these suicides?
Oh, they just disappear.
Gone.
Ah, then it seems that we are tied together by fate, then.
And I look among to both of them. That's just not possible. Are you also having nightmares?
More things in heaven and earth. Anything is possible.
This is too creepy, man. Get a flask out of my jacket and start taking swigs.
The good father will quietly hide a sign of the cross and merely close his eyes and nod for a second.
A few minutes later, the door opens again, and this time no one's. Well, the secretary comes inside by herself. Mr. Walker, Madam Sophia will see you now.
All right, I'll go in there with her for a minute, but I think when I get in there, I'm gonna be like, I think you need to bring these other people in here too.
We are gonna get the group discount.
So, Madam Sophia looks at you and says, "Okay, so I noticed that there were 2 other people there, and I think they have had some strange experiences. I don't usually do this, but why not?" She asks the secretary, and the secretary goes inside the room again, and she says, "Well, Mr. Walker asked if you would want to do your readings at the same time. So if you want to, please come with me."
Sure.
Okay, so you 3 enter the office, and Madame Sophia looks a little bit worried about this, and she doesn't. She says something to her secretary, but she says it in a low voice, so you don't understand what she was saying. Then she comes back and stands looking at you, and then okay, so exactly what happened, so I can know what to do next. Tell me, please.
What mentioned the fight that disappears over and over, the nightmare, and then the show, like the way the show did, wasn't the same. So, like, I need some answers, because I can't sleep. Something's got to stop here.
So
What
I'll
about
just
you?
tell him about my nightmares. I don't know where they started. I don't remember. It seems it hasn't been that long ago, but it seems it has been forever. Can't sleep. I'm exhausted, and then I see him out of my nightmares, and he just sits there and kills himself.
Hmm.
And I saw your show after this, so it's a sign.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be convinced about that. Uh, she looks at the third person, uh, waiting for you to add something, if you want to add something.
I too have seen people disappear. One of which was the same person, in fact. All of my all of my studies and leads have brought me nowhere. So hopefully I'll be able to get to the bottom of this. Do you know what might be causing these vanishings?
She shrugs and says, "No, no, not really. I have no idea. But well, I'm going to do your reading, and let's see if you can find a path here."
Hmm.
She picks up the tarot deck, which is the same tarot deck she was using the other day, and she starts arranging the cards. She seems nervous, agitated.
But it's going to be death and fool and all the good ones.
But before she can really start, well, she starts turning the cards. But when she's turning the second card, she just drops over the table.
Like thumps. Like passes out. Check on her.
Probably she passed out. Yeah, she seems to be.
Yeah, try to like keep her head from hitting the table if we can, and then
Is she breathing? I want to check if
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
breathing. Okay.
yeah. She's moving her eyes and trying to open them, and then after a few seconds, she opens her eyes. Something very strange. I felt like, I don't know, like something was gripping my soul. This is all very very disturbing. I have no answers for you. I don't know.
So what the cards told you? I asked her. So you have two there. Did she turn two or not?
Yeah. Uh, no, that I can't. No, I'm not going to do this reading. I'm too nervous to disturb.
Um, interview role potential. Madam, we have paid good money and scheduled this appointment in order to receive our reading. It is imperative we understand what the cards are saying and why.
So give me a few minutes then.
Right.
She drinks some water and she tries to compose and she finishes the reading after this. And then she takes a while. She seems to be analyzing what she saw in the cards. Well, it seems you are about to go through a very difficult situation. I know this involves death, not yours, other people's, but you are somehow connected to this. And I am somehow connected to this as well. I don't know how because I've never met you before. But it seems that we are um, united in this prediction of the future. I think you are also having visions of the future.
Hmm.
Have you ever had some kind of paranormal experience? Are you able to Were you ever able to predict something?
No.
Well, it
Yeah.
seems you are. It seems you are now. That's what I'm. That's what the cards are telling me.
If I try to remember, like the man that I see get beat to death, does it look like Father William here?
No, it was
All right.
a bulky guy, a large guy, muscled. Not the kind of guy who would be beaten to death, actually.
It's interesting. Uh, I don't know.
So if we can predict the future, and I'm thinking if I can predict the future, it probably would be good for my detective work. So, so how do we learn to to do it? Actually, how did you learn to read the cards? Can you teach us some tricks?
Well, I mean, it's you can learn how to do this. It's just a an art like drawing or something like that. It's yes, you can learn it. You can learn other kinds of uh, divination besides this one. You don't have to have a power to do this. I don't have a power. I just interpret the cards. But you seem to have one, I think. Well, maybe. I don't know. What you are experiencing has nothing to do with the technique, or you just witnessed things that haven't happened yet. So it must be something natural.
Hmm.
Not like this. This is a reading. I'm not. I'm not actually predicting the future. It's the cards that
I'm
are.
going to ask her. So, what happened at that reading in the TV that you did on the TV? What went wrong? And I can do interrogation maybe. So now I'm trying to get her to tell what the hell happened on the reading on the TV. If it was
Okay.
like this one,
Roll it.
I'm gonna ask her if she felt something strange like this time. Now I'll look for my D20. I never find my D20. Here it is. Found it. Uh, 12.
Okay, it's enough. Um, she seems to be honest about it. She tells you that it was something a bit like this, but at the same time there was in that case there was a reading immediately. Uh, but too it was too abstract. It had to do with destruction and death in a large scale, but not a war. Probably not an accident, maybe a natural disaster. I don't know. But it was very vague. I don't know. I don't know what it meant. That's why I was disturbed.
Hmm. I look at them to see if they what they think about it and if they want to add something. I need a moment to digest this myself.
So you want to try to read her own cards? I don't know if that's a good
Sorry?
idea.
I don't think we got what you were saying, James Walker.
I said, did you want to read our own tarot cards?
Yeah,
Like
like do it for ourselves. It's like,
buy a
well, I don't
deck
know.
and
I think you need to buy a book, right? Or
Yeah,
do
probably.
something else. That's I think yeah, that's an idea. Let's go to a Wicca bookstore.
Actually, would I be able to roll and see if he could read them?
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna let us use her
Probably
cards.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh
she's
well.
not. Actually, she already picked up the cards and put them in their place.
I see.
Is there something else I can do for you?
You don't have an extra tarot deck, right, for rookies? And how to do it.
Well, I don't sell those things, but I published a book about it. You, you can order it from Amazon.
Get the tarot cards on Amazon too. Oh,
Yeah,
But I
but that's
don't
gonna
think
take.
that. Well, if you have never done this before, I don't think that's the right time to start now. Probably it takes some time to master the technique. So
oh yeah. Let's see.
Okay, I suggest we just hit some Wicca bookshop in our store and just figure out what is the fastest tool to learn.
Well, who's the cop that you see? Do you know his name by chance?
No, I don't know him, right? You said I didn't know
you
him.
no, you didn't recognize him.
And
He
if I
doesn't have a name
explain,
tag.
Um, that's a good question. Are the name tags something that is usually worn on a shirt?
yeah, for the police, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but
then
maybe
yeah, but
I
yeah,
don't remember it.
there was a name tag, but you didn't look at the name tag.
So I just need to see him again.
Yeah, you'll have to dream again.
I was gonna say we could try to explain what the person that I saw looked like to
Hmm.
them to see if maybe I'm seeing it, but it's somebody they know, perhaps.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and I'll explain. I will describe my club.
So are you going to a
Yeah, to go to some
occult
place.
shop? Yeah.
Yeah, we need to go to some place because we can't stand here. I can imagine Madame
Yeah.
Sophia wants to get rid of us
Yes,
as quickly
she's
as
already.
possible.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So
I'll trail
she
behind.
walks you to the door, and you get out of the office, and there's an occult shop nearby because people
And I'm sure it also has like a
people might
vegan coffee store or something like that
yeah,
inside.
there's a vegan coffee store shop. Yeah. And there are very freaky people there in there, and it smells like incense and
For
lots of
lost souls.
stupid books about
Patchouli.
crystals and all that stuff. And Madame Sophia's book is there. Is on sale.
I guess maybe peruse her book and see what's in it.
Yeah, but do you think she's for real? She's on TV after all.
Right, yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
ventured. Yeah.
the book doesn't seem to be a serious thing. It's about readings, but it seems low. It seems very well. It seems to be made for ladies who watch the show and not.
I'm gonna ask the person in the store. So if someone, let's imagine, someone was having visions about the future or had the power to have visions about the future, what would be the best tool to interpret them and to make them? What do you advise?
She said, well, what do you mean about tools? What is the tools? What do you mean?
I don't know, tarot cards,
Oh
some
yes,
candles. So what is the
yes,
best
yes,
way
yes,
to
yes.
connect
Well,
with the?
she starts trying to sell you something instantly. Actually, she tries to sell you a lot of things. So she shows you the candles and the amulets and the cards and the books and she tells you that you probably should try several things at once because that's I can't remember the word now, but everything is connected and the energies are around us and you can pick on them several ways and she tells you about Oriental philosophies and African ceremonies and Brazilian ones. And she tells you that there's a very nice bite cent here and also a what's called the
From
Santeria.
yeah.
Yeah, a Santero, yes, a Santero. She says that she knows a very nice Santero and he might be an answer to your problems.
But they don't see the future, right? They connect with the spiritual world.
That's true, but the spirits tell you about the past and the future and the present. And so, but you've been having visions. Is that what you mean?
Maybe.
Maybe. So, how do you? Why do you think you had visions?
I saw something, but it doesn't mean it's a vision. Well, it could be hallucination.
That's true. Have you seen a shrink?
No, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I don't believe in that either. So
Yeah, I don't believe in
I
tarot.
understand.
No.
I understand that. Yes. Well, there are also spiritual therapists.
Mm,
I can recommend a few if you want to.
maybe.
Be worth a shot. Either a therapist or a sheet of acid. One probably solve it.
Yeah, I'm thinking if a spiritual therapist could solve it, because a shrink would probably not will tell us we are crazy, and we are not crazy.
Of course not.
The three of us can't be crazy at the same time,
Yes, you can. There's lots of people crazy at the same time.
but we have the same sort of
Just
crazy.
just go on Twitter and you'll see that there's lots of people
We
crazy at the
have the
same
same sort of crazy, so no, cannot
time.
be a
Yeah, yeah.
coincidence. So, what do you think, gentlemen?
So we get the tarot cards, take them over to the local dive bar or coffee shop or something, and take that woman's book with us too, I guess. Well, we hit Father Williams up for the cash. He looks like he's got some money.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys know my father yet, but yes, he will absolutely fork over the cash.
Yeah, you're a well-dressed gentleman instead of us that are kind of bums.
Yes.
Okay, so you pay for just the book or something else?
The book
Tarot deck.
and card, yeah.
Okay.
And probably some candles. And I think I'm gonna give some book on whatever ritual something to go with the candles.
Ritual magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so when you get out of the shop, you notice there's a. Okay, so this is I can't remember what time it is.
I
Well,
think it was
probably
3 o'clock when
yeah.
the
Okay, so it's 4 o'clock or something like that. There's a traffic. The traffic is very intense right now, and it seems too bad for this hour.
worse than usual. Usual.
Yeah, much worse than usual. Something must have happened
Mm.
that's got the traffic all
Yeah,
backed
maybe
up.
there was a crash.
Yeah, actually, you are listening to people talking while you are walking, and it seems there was a crash. Yes, there are people complaining about this. There was a very bad crash. Not here, but it messed up the traffic.
Mm.
Do you want to go up to where it was at and see if it was Father Williams' car
Yeah, I
crash?
was thinking Father Williams told us that he saw a car crash, right?
2 cars.
Well, you can. You notice there's a. Well, it's a bit far from here, but you can walk there. There are some lights, probably about a kilometer away. Something happened there.
I saw 2 cars that should have crashed vanish before my eyes, and another car vanish as well. I'm thinking this is a pattern. And right now I'm
Okay.
curious as to where these bodies are going.
So you are going to approach the place where the crash happened. Okay.
Might as well. I got a ton of points in investigate.
Okay. So you take minutes to get there. 10 minutes, about that. And actually there was a very bad crash. There's a truck, a large truck, and a small car that crashed against the front of the truck, and you see you, in this case I mean just Father William, you notice the car is exactly like the one you saw uh, twice. Well, this is the third time. Well, it might be just exactly like that one, but it looks like that one. But this time it's a very physical object. It's crashed and it's burning and it smells like and there's a body inside the body bag next to the vehicle, the crashed vehicle.
All right. Matthews will walk very carefully, very cautiously, and he'll slowly unzip the bag to see who's in there.
Okay. Well, no one is expecting that to happen, so you just you unzip a bit of it, and you see a very messed up woman inside, a young woman,
And she's the
and
one who kept disappearing?
yeah, she's very bloody, and her face is bloody, but you notice it. You can recognize it's the same.
Mm.
Now, do a wits check, wits roll, a wits saving throw. I mean.
Right away. Nice and high, guys. Nice and high. That would be 14 plus 1, 2, 3. 17.
So 17.
No, because if it's a saving roll, do we use bonus or not?
Oh, no.
In this case, it needs to be lower, right?
Yeah.
So the one time that I finally roll high.
It's
know
always
what?
like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to be better. It's just darkly amusing. Part of me is wondering if Father Williams did something stupid like back in his scholarship days, and the good Lord is like, okay, I'd like to see you in my office now. So what happens?
Okay, insanity. Let's check what's going to happen. I never find the dice. Okay. You feel like your guts are going around and around, and you really have to throw up.
All right, he'll make sure not to do it in the bag or on this
Yeah.
woman's face because one must respect the dead.
Yes, it would be it would be nasty.
Oh dear. Ah.
Okay, so Jessica and James, you see your recent acquaintance. He did something very strange. He unzipped the body bag, and after that he threw up, which is kind of normal, right? You just saw the body of a person who was crashed. So, well,
James
next time don't do that.
laughing his ass off. I'll pat Mr. Matthews on the back and be like, "You gonna be all right, buddy?"
Yes, thank you. Pardon me. Oh dear.
I don't think you should have done that. Yeah.
I think you might be accurate.
But
Did
that's
people
who you
just allow
saw.
us to approach and open the body bag and nobody?
Nobody noticed
Okay.
that everybody was.
I'll politely
doing something.
zip it back up to. Yeah.
Well, now people are looking, but You don't have.
And I
You don't
asked
even
him,
have to
so
zip it.
was it
You just
bad?
unzip the bit. So
I flash my press pass.
yeah, that probably works.
They probably want to know what we're doing over here.
Well, actually, you see several people that you know there. There are several reporters.
Are there cops there?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
so do I recognize?
No, you don't recognize that
I'm
yet.
getting paranoid.
But do I see anybody that looks familiar? I'm looking for a big guy, right? He sticks out. Come on. I don't see him. This is crazy. But Matthews, he basically tells us this is who he saw, right? So now we
Yeah,
we've
then oh my
kicked
god.
into a new gear here.
That means we can really see the future. If he tell us that, yeah, that was his crash, let's say, that means we can really see the future.
But who's next?
So she was not bullshitting us, Madame Sophia.
Well, I'm glad to know at least she has her credentials down.
But she saw a lot of death, right? We just saw one. She saw a lot.
Yeah, she saw a lot.
Yeah.
Oh. So we got to figure out how these things are connected somehow.
Why yes?
I don't know. Can we raid around and see what cops end up being involved in this, or who gets assigned to it, or whatever? Maybe we could check on that
You want to
later.
ask some questions or just take note?
Yeah, but we already said we didn't see her cop, so I thought maybe later
Hmm.
we could call and find out who's assigned to this case, because
Okay.
that'd be a good tie maybe if it doesn't work. But I guess we're gonna go light incense and deal some cards out and drink some coffee.
Okay, so you're going to.
Yes, not coffee. Well, it's 4 in the afternoon. I think 5 in the afternoon probably now. I think you can have. I think I can have a scotch.
Yeah,
There you go.
and read the book.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that easy to. I think I've never tried to learn tarot, but I suppose it's.
Well, I think I'm just going to learn how to do. I'm going to do it the stupid way. I'm going to see what is the simplest way of doing the reading, and then I'm going to
You're
set
just
the
going
stars
to set the
and
cards.
and read and see the interpretation. Yeah, while I'm doing it.
Um. Well, either you didn't learn how to correctly do it, or this is just bullshit because your reading has
Mhm.
nothing to do with with
It's
that's
like
happening.
the Tarot Destroyer, right? How the Jessica,
I don't know something about Mike is not gay or
yeah,
someone is going to have children with someone else. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yes, you're going to be married and very happy, and you'll get a raise, all that stuff.
yeah.
Like a
This is
super fan.
bullshit.
Now, you notice people are talking about something while watching well, people in the coffee shop, of course. They're watching the TV and they are talking about something that happened, and then you look at the screen and there's a reporter, and you know her, James. She works for a local news channel, and apparently, according to what you see rolling on the screen, there was a suicide in a Hammersfield precinct during the afternoon.
Mm.
A suicide.
In the
Hmm.
precinct, so a cop.
Yeah, a cop. Yes, it was. Well, they usually don't kill themselves in the precinct. I think probably at home. It's the normal thing, but it was during office hours, and the cop killed
Yeah,
himself.
you don't kill yourself during office hours. That's just rude.
Yes, nah, something that
Oh,
you shouldn't do.
What was the Madame Sophia's natural disaster again? What kind of disaster was it?
She didn't specify.
I think we need to go and hide in a bunker right now because this chain of events has just started, and hers was
Okay,
much
so
death.
then after a bit, you notice why that there was so much.
Traffic?
No,
No.
no, the traffic was because of the accent.
Ah.
I mean, the thing on the news. The guy was a police captain. The guy
Mm.
who killed himself. He was called Nathaniel Valdez,
Britannia Volnus.
and so you probably know him by
Mm.
name at least.
Let's see. Let's find out. Can you find out where he lives?
I think I might be able to. Would that require an investigation roll, research, interview,
Mm,
or just good
yeah.
old human know-how?
Well, you can try. Let me think. Investigation or well, it depends what they're going to do.
Maybe she's got a buddy on the force that could.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I can use my streetwise.
Yeah. Yes, if you want,
Yeah.
if you want to talk to someone in the police force, it's probably
All
the
right, if
best
you
way.
can streetwise the
Okay.
matter. And
Whoa, I had 17, so 2, 19, and yeah, that's it. I had a 19.
Okay, so
very
you,
good.
even though you don't know Valdez because you've seen him, well, assuming that's the same person, but you remember that now that you are watching the news and they mentioned the precinct where he was a captain, and you remember that you know someone there, you know a
Mm.
cop there.
I know someone. I know a cop there.
Yeah.
I think I'll call him and ask what this is all about. Why did he kill himself? Maybe he knows that, or maybe he'll tell us.
Okay, so this is current days, so you can just call him on the cell phone.
Hmm.
So you call Officer Smith, and he's very worried about this and very disturbed, and he says, "I don't know. I have no one knows what happened. He wasn't the kind of person who would do this. He wasn't depressed. He was just nothing was, as far as we know, nothing was that wrong with his life. It was well, lately it had been a little bit strange, but
Uh,
just lately it was.
what do you mean by strange?
I don't
What
know. He seemed worried about something.
was he having nightmares? Not sleeping well?
Maybe, maybe
How well do I know this cop? I'm thinking if I can tell him that I had a.
not much, not that
Okay,
much.
so not so not let's not do
We're not
that.
friends.
Can they get us a name on the woman that was killed in the car accident?
He's telling me to do. Yeah, I'm going to ask him. So do you know? I imagine that Walker is telling me that. So there's also a weird traffic accident. Do you know by any chance what was the name of the woman that died?
No, but you can check it if that's important for you.
It may be.
Let me just. I'll be right back. Okay, after a bit, he comes back and he tells you that the woman's name is. Let me just look for her. I don't know. This is.
Say Valdez. Making it, trying to figure out how they're connected or if they're connected or
Well, we are having the same. Well, why are we connected, right? Why are we all having these dreams that come true?
Yeah. Her name is Claudia Glenn. She was 27.
wonder. Hell, Wonder how she might be connected to this cop.
Well, he also tells you if you want. Well, maybe something else. Well, she lives in Emmetsville, and she worked in a coffee shop.
Hmm. Mind if... Do you know the name of which coffee shop she worked at?
The one where
Yeah.
you are.
Right.
No,
Just wanted to make
it's not.
absolutely sure.
It's not the one where you are now. But
Okay,
it's.
okay,
It tells you some other name.
okay.
It
Alright, so
belongs
there's no
to the
connection
same.
there.
It's
To
the
the
same
same owner.
chain. Okay.
Yeah, the same chain. It's not Starbucks. It's something else.
Right.
Hammetville Starbucks.
Alright, in that case... Once we're done talking to this fella, I'll be doing a little research of my own and seeing where there might be connections between these two.
You want to go try to see her place?
I was thinking more get the assistance of Mr. Internet again.
Mm-hmm.
Look all
Okay.
inconspicuous.
Yeah, maybe they had the same. They used the same tarot reader.
It could be, yeah.
So what are you going to research for?
Facebook.
Well, obviously
Maybe they are
not.
friends.
I'm gonna go through and check the cop, his name on Facebook, and the woman both, and just kind of browse those. And if they don't match or don't have any kind of connection together, then just forget it. I don't know what else you could do.
They met through Tinder. No, they aren't Facebook friends. They aren't Twitter
Yeah.
connections. They aren't connections.
So we got a fight coming next.
But like they didn't live in the same place, so there's no.
They live in Emmetsville, both, but you also live in Emmetsville, so
Yes, exactly.
that's not a real connection.
May I make an investigations roll to see if can't be town, can't be online, can't be building. What if these two either frequented or at separate times vacationed at, or something else, a specific location?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, roll investigation.
You went to
18.
Haiti and got cursed.
Well, it's a good roll.
Mhm.
No. Well, it's not entirely impossible, but nothing that you were able to trace.
All right, we can probably eyeball that they're complete strangers then.
Hmm.
They seem to be, yeah. At first,
Maybe
at
we
first
need
and
to wait
second.
then I'm gonna say maybe we need to wait for Walker's guy to figure out if
Oh,
there's a pattern. We have
I'm
one
like,
missing.
my head's on a swivel, man. I'm looking at everybody, like trying to find this dude. Like, oh, here it comes.
Okay.
Maybe we have to stop it. So I'm trying to find it. I don't know. I guess try again tomorrow or something. Um, Try to sleep again, see if something else happens.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have any nightmares anymore, I hope.
Yeah, maybe not. So, what will you do the rest of the day?
Yeah, I guess nothing.
Nothing.
We'll
Okay.
just see what happens.
Okay. Uh, James, are you going to watch the news or something like that, or just?
Yeah, I probably watch TV before I go to bed. Same thing, like little
Okay.
bitty apartment.
Yeah, when I say nothing, is well, I'm gonna do my normal life more or less, as more as I can, as well as I can, because this is messing me up.
Okay, so you are watching the news later, and obviously the crash is mentioned. Well, these are no local news, not national. The suicide of that cop is mentioned, and something else is mentioned that calls your attention. Uh, it happened even before the other things. It happened during the night, but it wasn't so important as this, so you only knew about it in the late news. There was a killing in a boxing. What's it called? A boxing gym.
Right, Jim?
Yeah.
A boxing trainer was murdered, and he was beaten to death. He wasn't famous, just just some guy. Well, he was some some time ago. He probably was a boxer, and he may have been famous then.
Now I see that, and I would try to reach out to these two again and be like, hey, that's already happened.
Yeah, did we change? We probably exchanged numbers. We didn't mention it, but we probably did it.
Mhm. And you're Facebook friends now.
We have a Facebook group called The
Yeah.
Crazies.
If you guys want to try to uh, check out the boxing ring,
That's probably this one is easier, right? Let's go. Well, I don't. Let's go around the cop or the traffic. So maybe that one is easier. And that one was the first one, right?
yeah, go to go to the
So
gym and
I will suggest, although it's the middle of the night, for us to go to the gym.
Do some cardio.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So you meet somewhere, and you go to the boxing gym, which is closed obviously. It's night and
I'm thinking about a little
breaking in.
breaking and entering,
Okay,
little bit of detective work.
detective work. Okay. So do you have lock pickers?
Yes.
Are you guys going to stay around, or you're going to?
I don't see why not.
oh yeah, I'm gonna help her break in with Streetwise and Lucky
Yeah. Okay.
and
So
no
Well, you're lucky.
shooting.
So if the cops arrive, you probably you run away.
16, is it a one or a two bonus?
Uh,
I'm not sure now.
plus two.
Plus two. Then I had a 15.
Okay. Well, this is an old building, and the
Yeah,
locks aren't
I don't
that
think it has an
secure.
alarm system or something like that, right?
And well, maybe it has, but you can also disable that. I think. Do you have?
I don't have the skill to do that. But can I do it with the? Is it brains or agility? Because the other one I did with I used agility.
Let me check. Well, no, I don't have to
Well,
check.
I should have because I used to be a thief. Let's forget that. Before being a
Yeah.
private eye, I was a thief.
Um, so you can change a point now because
Okay.
it was just done.
Ooh, I had an 18.
Okay, that's good. You didn't have to change the point even probably. Okay, so you disabled the alarm before, and it was easy to do. It was
I'm wearing gloves,
a
of course.
rubbish alarm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're supposed to be a next thief, so you probably know how to do that stuff. And then you break the lock, and you can get inside if you want to. Are you going to get inside?
Yeah, sure, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
No,
you did
there's
break
no
the
one.
lock.
There's obviously no one inside, and the lights are shut.
There's
And
no crime scene or anything. It's considered an accident, right?
well, it was beaten to death. It wasn't
Yes,
an
okay,
accident.
it was, but it's not exactly a crime scene. Probably didn't need to investigate.
Yeah, there's no place where the crime scene happened. It was somewhere inside the gym. There's blood, dried blood on the floor.
Mhm.
and
Probably from the beating and not all other older blood.
well, you don't know. This is a boxing
So,
gym,
and
so
I'm gonna ask Walker. So we are here. Do you feel anything special or different here?
The first
smells
thing I
like
do
smells like
is
a gym.
I open the door like this, and then I see her got them gloves on, and I look at my hands. I like, oh, as we go inside. Um, but yeah, I'll look around and just kind of see what there is to see if we can find anything. Go to where that blood is or whatever. If we find that.
Just a few splashes of blood. That's not that much. But the guy was beaten to death, and probably it was the place where he fell. Um, there's some blood there, but you don't feel anything. Well, you didn't know the guy even.
Yeah,
It's
but I
just
know it could have like a flashback or
flash.
something.
Yeah. No, you had a flash forward before. You saw him die.
Take a nap right on it, right?
Hmm. I'm going to start looking around, and I'm going to look for um, anything that's like underneath a bench or anything that's been hidden behind one of the workout items, and I'm going to see if there's anything out of the ordinary for a gym.
Okay. Um,
Well, the locker.
20, but not natural 20.
that's still it's a good rule. Yeah. Um, you you find something strange. Not just because it's a gym, but something strange, really strange. It looks like a nail from an animal or something like that.
Hmm.
Broken nail that you can't identify what's where it's from, but it's a big one, like a cat. Well, a large cat's nail. Well, a piece of it, the tip.
Hmm. The nails of a cat.
Hmm. Very big cat.
Yeah, very large cat. Maybe I'd say lion.
Hmm. How would a lion escape the zoo and come here?
But it's like it was scrapped, right? It's not like something someone would
It's
go around
broken. No,
petting.
no,
Okay,
that's not. Yeah,
wearing in a necklace and something like that. So
yeah,
it's a real.
yeah. It's not an African necklace.
That may
So
be a clue.
Indeed.
Whoa. Hmm.
So you think maybe they've got some kind of like an occult connection somehow?
Yeah, well, I was thinking maybe are they doing some illegal fights here? Probably not, because then you would have seen a
well,
lion. You didn't saw a lion, right?
this is just the place where they train. So
Yeah.
maybe some of them go into illegal fights, but not
Hmm.
here.
Maybe we can go back here in the morning when this is open and ask people if why would a big cat be in the gym?
Hmm. We could also continue searching around, stop
Yeah.
by the local zoo, or even
Hmm.
No, there's nothing about
We
missing large felines.
we didn't found anything strange the part. Well, at the accident, it would be hard to find something strange.
Yeah, there
But
was too much confusion.
yes, but I'm thinking if we try, I'm not gonna break into the police station, but maybe convince the guy that I know at the police that maybe there's something wrong, and maybe convince him to let us check the. We did it on his office, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's worth to try to do that. Probably not at this hour.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, check that and maybe what evidence they found when they went through. If they
Yeah.
bagged anything.
Okay, next morning you call your.
Yeah, and I will tell him that maybe he didn't really kill himself, or maybe there's something. I'm investigating something, strange incidents that have been happening, and if I could take a look, if they found anything strange at his office, if they checked, if not, if he could let me check, supervised, of course. I'm working with two
Well,
consultants on this because this could be big.
he tells you, well, but there was a witness. They saw him
Mm.
shoot himself through the glass. So, yeah, he killed
But
himself.
but still, what if something or someone made him do it?
No, he killed himself. I'm pretty sure he killed
No,
himself.
what I mean made him do it is someone was blackmailing him and something like that to convince him to
No,
do that.
there's no reason for that. I can't. Well,
Well,
maybe he has his reasons, but he had his reasons, but nothing like that.
can I try to do a persuasion to convince him to give it a try?
You can,
I don't want to tell him about
but
the.
this will be a difficult one because you want to go inside the police station
But with him, right? I
and do
want him with supervising.
do their job.
Mm, okay, I do have persuasion, so let's. Oh, I'm having. There's something wrong with these dice because I'm rolling 17 almost every time this today. So I had
Well,
a 17 plus
17
I
is
had
not
an
bad.
18. I magnetism is 12. I always forget about the bonus, so I'm not sure if I have the bonus with a 12. I think I have a plus
What's it
one.
what's it called?
12 magnetism. No,
Uh, I have
with
that
12
number.
I have a plus one, right?
12. I don't think you have
13,
I'm
anything.
you
not
said?
sure. I never know. I never know the bonus
Yeah,
by the top of my
12.
mind.
I'm not sure about 12.
I'm trying
I
to
don't
push
think
it,
so.
but I had
Uh,
an 18 anyway.
no, 12. There's no
Okay.
bonus.
So is the 18 enough or not?
No,
Oh,
this
Excuse-
was a difficult one. 20,
How about his
20 odd.
house?
hmm yeah. Was he married? Did he have a wife?
Yeah, he was married.
So I'll try to talk to. I'll try to get his address and talk to his widow.
Okay, it's listed, so you can.
Okay, so I'll call them and tell them to come with me. So maybe we'll try it with widow and convince her that maybe she wants to be convinced that he didn't really kill himself.
So you're going to visit
Yeah.
the widow. Okay. So during the
Is a detective a journalist and a priest? So the priest can offer.
a reporter, a private eye, and a Catholic priest going to a bar.
No, visit a widow.
In New York.
Okay, so the widow is at home, and she finds it a bit strange your visit, but at the same time she seems pleased to have some visits. She tells you to come inside, and she asks you, "So you knew my husband, uh, Jessica?" Because she
Yes,
assumes
yes, of
since you are
course.
a private detective.
We didn't know. I didn't know him personally. Of course, I knew of him because he was an important figure in Emmettville community. But this is related to something that we are investigating, a series of accidents that ended up in violence. And we think maybe your husband didn't really kill himself, or maybe there was something behind it.
What do you mean something
Do you
behind it?
know if he has been behaving strangely lately, out of character?
She looks at you with a worried expression, and she says, "Yes, he has been behaving in a strange way for the last week
Uh,
or so.
did she let
He
us
was.
come in? Because I would say, did you?
Oh
Can
yes,
we? Okay,
yes. She
okay.
told you to come in.
So what has he been doing that was at odds with his usual behavior?
Let me just check one thing. Well, Nathaniel, he wasn't an easy person. He was very how shall I say, demanding, and well, he wasn't an easy person to. And for the last week or so, maybe more, he seemed he was always very strong, but now lately he seemed to be afraid of something. And I saw him sobbing, crying, which is something I'd never seen before. And he knew that I have seen him, but he didn't even acknowledge it. He just pretended that nothing happened. And it was strange. I was very worried about him, but I wasn't expecting this to happen because, as far as I know, there was no reason for this. He was happy, and there was nothing going on at his job. It was just he was just well, this is Emmetsville. Cops have a difficult life, but he wasn't having a harder time than usual. So there's no there's no obvious reason. There's no apparent reason for this. I found this all very strange.
Ask her if he had any affinity for the occult or shamanistic magics and things like that.
She or her husband? Her
Her
husband.
husband.
Yeah. She says, no, my husband, he was never interested in anything like that.
He ever work on a case that might have involved something like that
Oh, that's probably, yeah. I believe so.
recently?
Well, I can tell you about that. I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Did he have an office at home or something that we could check under your supervision, of course, just to see if we find something
Yeah, there's
out
an
of
office.
place?
There's an office here. Yes. She shows you the office, and I suppose you're going to
Yeah.
search around.
Investigation.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Investigation roll.
Now I didn't have a 17. Okay, so
Oh wow. 22.
Well,
Oh.
22. That's enough.
11.
Okay, among other things that are not important for this, you find a leaflet from Madame Sophia's tarot reading place.
Is she very popular?
Yeah, she's popular.
But they are connected.
Okay, you didn't know about her, but before, but you know
Okay.
now you know she's popular.
So
We're all connected to her.
let's ask the widow again if she thinks that her husband would ever contact a tarot reader, and if she knows about Madame Sophie, and if she was having any nightmares.
She tells you all that he had a rough days lately, so yeah, I think he was not sleeping that well. About the tarot reading, I don't know. Not that he didn't tell me, but
Do you think it would be strange for him to go to a tarot reader, like out of character?
yeah, probably not very usual. That's not something that he used to do. So, no, I don't know.
Okay. Do you guys have anything else do we have anything else we want to ask her?
We call the tarot reader again.
Yeah, I was thinking before we do it, should we go and check with the guy in the boxing match and see if there's, because we didn't got to go there.
As
Oh,
well.
I was gonna
Yeah.
call the tarot reader, get the secretary,
Mhm.
and tell her that my name is the
Smart.
guy that was killed at the ring, and I say, listen, I didn't get an invoice for the last time I was there.
Mm.
That's very smart. That's why you are a reporter, Walker.
And see if I can maybe use I got persuasion maybe to see if I've been there before for the other guy.
Okay, so I'm a bit lost because I was looking at the cat. So you are going to call
Yeah, I'm gonna call him and say,
the tarot reader,
"Hey, my name is the dead guy's name,
Mr. That guy.
and
His name was.
It's
yeah,
the captain, that
the
guy,
boxer,
Nathaniel
the
something.
boxer." And the last time I was
The
there, I
boxer,
didn't
yeah,
get an invoice,
Mhm.
so I'm fishing for whether I've
Okay.
actually been there or not.
I'm
Not
trying
yet.
to check the guy's name. I didn't tell you his name, right? Yeah,
no.
Randall, Arthur Randall. So you say that you are Mr. Arthur Randall, and the secretary tells you, "Oh yes, Mr. Randall, I can send you the invoice." Yes.
Hmm.
All right, thank you very much.
Then I guess we can do the same thing, and I'm saying that I'm the dead woman, and that's not for an invoice, but for I want
Another
to schedule an
appointment.
appointment and see if yeah, if she's available, but as if I was a recurrent customer.
The secretary seems to recognize you, or she pretends to recognize you, and she says, "Okay, is next week fine for you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Tuesday at 6 o'clock."
Okay, I'm scheduled appointment that probably I will not use, but I'm concerned now, and I'm gonna tell them. Do you think that we are in someone else's nightmares, and we're gonna die in an awful way?
Yes, I think I think that we need to go right now back to that tarot card woman and beat her to death before we die.
Mm. Well, I wouldn't go beat to death, but yes, we're definitely going to have a. We're definitely going to put an end to these matters.
But I think we need to go back and talk to her again.
Hmm.
So is
Evidently,
this something that you're going to do now, today?
yeah,
Okay.
Time is of the essence, my son.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. So you go back to the office, and I don't know what time should be now, or
We
maybe the
started
end.
in the morning, so
Yeah, this will be the afternoon. Okay. So she's in an appointment, but after the appointment, she will uh, she will see you. Well, I don't know. You have to say something. The secretary doesn't know what's happening, so you'll have to convince her. You ask,
uh,
so, but there's no appointment scheduled. So
no, her customers are dying. Maybe she'll be interested to know.
what? What do you mean?
We don't know if she predicted it. Well, we apparently we did.
Okay, so you're going to tell her about the three people that died.
I think
Okay.
so, right?
Well, she knew about the police captain, but not about the other two. Okay, so the secretary seems a bit worried about that, and then goes inside the her boss's office, and after that she starts calling people and canceling schedules.
I was gonna say to know if to ask if they were alive.
It could be, but no, it's canceling other schedules for today. And she obviously tells you to wait a little bit because after the current customer.
I'm edgy, so I can imagine also my character. She's a bit of a, so I'm trying to keep it myself, my mouth shut up, and I'll try to let them have the leads, so I won't be too
Ow. Yeah.
violent with her. The cat wants to eat, right? She's biting
No,
your
that's
hand.
it's not that
Ah,
one.
it's not that one. It's the other one.
No,
Okay.
it's the small one. She was just bothering me. Um. Okay, so as soon as the person gets out, another one that's going to die soon. Madame Sophia comes to the door and tells her to come inside. She seems also worried about this. So, tell me, those three people died. It was, I suppose, they were strange deaths or unusual or something like that.
Regrettably, Matt. You want to start or shall I?
Well, out of curiosity, what was their schedule with you?
Word. Sorry, I
Those
didn't.
those three people,
Yeah,
they all came in for appointments with her.
yeah, they
Um,
were.
what order did they come to her in
Well,
compared to what order they died in?
um, no, not necessarily. No, she says it wasn't the same order. Um, she says actually the police officer he wasn't a regular customer. He came here just once. Uh, he wasn't. He didn't come here for a reading. He came here for to talk about a case. Someone else who had died,
It
and
was your customer.
and he was just yes. And I did just a reading because he was curious about that. So it's not. I don't think he believed in it. Now there's something I think I should tell you. Um, I started doing this just because, well, I have a knack for this, but I wouldn't say that I entirely believe in the power of tarot. Um, I mean, it's well, this is a perhaps some of the things that are really in the cards are correct, but this is not an accurate way to predict the future, I think. So, if you are expecting that I predicted something about these people, it never happened. Nothing like this ever happened.
Uh,
Tell us
Actually,
what
I
may have
didn't. I
changed.
didn't predict their deaths. She looks around. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to rule. I don't have brains for him, and I'm going to. Okay, her brain. Let's say
she has
10.
no brains.
Yeah, she doesn't have many brains, but okay, no, she failed. No, she has a blank stare on her face, and she says, "I don't know.
But
I have no idea what happened."
sink women sink. So
Slap.
no, I'm trying to behave. When did this? Yeah, what caused this? So you didn't predict it, okay? But
No,
all
no.
people that are coming to you are dying. So
Yeah, that's bad for business, right? They aren't coming back, and if they come back, it's bad for business
and if
anyway.
people know, it'll be. If people know, I guess your
Yeah,
show will be cancelled.
yeah. I think, yeah, right. That's true. Um, well, can you help me?
I look
Can
at them.
we
Where there
try
is faith, there is a way.
interrogation or exorcism?
Mm.
I'd be
Maybe
surprised if you didn't know how to do an exorcism.
the power of Christ compels you.
Possibly. Hmm.
We'll try
Belcher's
to.
ecstasy would only work on me.
I'm just gonna ask her something. Sorry, before I do that. So this something changed lately
Mhm.
in the way you do. So because I guess you're doing this for a long time and
Okay.
you didn't kill people before. So what
Uh,
changed?
do you have interview?
I have.
Okay, so roll interview because she's stupid, but maybe she'll.
Well, I have interrogation. I'm interrogating her.
Yeah, it also works. It might involve some slapping in this case.
Yeah. Well,
Interview is peaceful and interrogation is harder.
11, 11.
Well, okay. It's you're just trying
In that,
to.
yeah, I can slap her.
Yeah.
I can imagine that Jessica is one
That's
of
a
those
plus one.
petty annoying women.
That's a plus one bonus. A slap.
Okay, then
Okay.
I had a 12.
She stares at you a bit. What happened here? But then she looks at her table. She looks at her tarot deck and she says, "Well, I've been using a different tarot deck, that one, and It was 2 months ago.
That's the deck you used for us.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one I've been using lately.
Oh no. I sit back at the table. I'm like, uh, uh, you need to do something about that deck of cards right there.
And read it.
No, that's. I don't think that's
But
possible.
she didn't really make the reading. Did the reading for us, right? Something stopped her.
Oh no, she did a reading for us.
She finished the reading. Yeah, you told her to finish the reading. It's
Yeah.
your fault.
Oh
A
Just
Christ
be
vessel
faithful,
of
man.
souls.
So I think we take that deck of cards and
Mhm.
we take it down and cut them in half.
Burn them.
Yeah, that's you.
But we already okay. But we already having visions before this started, so we are special, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something special about it, right? You only had your reading after your visions.
They probably had visions too, and that's why they ended up here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's burn the tarot deck. Would you let us destroy it?
We think, Bill, we're gonna
Well,
burn it. Or...
Do we
she's
know
just
that William Matthews is a priest by now? Because if we know,
no.
we're gonna say
I don't
that
think so.
he's the specialist now.
Specialist in
Yes.
card burning. I don't think he said. You haven't said it yet, right?
let me see if some of my specialized trading will be able to take care of this matter. And would I have any of these skills help in an exorcism, or should I call up one of my old buddies in the trade?
Uh, yeah. I guess if you don't have occult or something like, well, I suppose you can just read a book.
All right.
The what's it
The
called?
holy book.
Yeah, no, not.
Oh,
I
the
I wasn't
catechism.
thinking about that one. Yeah, the one where the exorcisms.
I get you. All right.
I
I'll
can't
need a.
remember the name of that, but
Let me see if I can
being a
take care of it.
priest, you just need to read that.
Okay. In that case, I'll whip out Mr. Catechism, put my hand over the deck, and um, say the words in Latin verse to get that dark mojo out of there. And as soon as I say that, a dark cat just crossed our path. So this is probably gonna call for a dice roll.
Okay, so are you going to take the card away from here? Or?
um, if it can be performed here, I probably just will in front of everyone. If not, I will request to exercise or purify the deck and bring these two as witnesses along to the parish.
Okay. Well, so you are going to perform an exorcism, is that so?
That is correct.
Okay. In front of everybody here, or just you alone with the cards?
I got nothing to hide.
Do it in front of that crazy woman.
I
Okay, so
guess she'll be very scared by now, right?
yes, she asks, do I have to stay here or can I go?
Um, what do you two think?
I think maybe you should give her the sprinkle holy water rosary too, man, and me, for that matter.
All right, everyone get in line.
Okay, so you prepare to exercise the cards, and you start the ceremony. And let me think what's going to happen now. Okay. I need to check the rule. Exorcism. Okay, so you are going to roll. What are you going to roll? Let me check the character sheet. Which skills do you have?
I have persuasion 2, leadership 4, teaching 3, research 3, interview 4, and investigate 5.
Okay, so roll wits plus leadership.
All right, excellent. And would you allow me to spend my holy ecstasy?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, let's see here. This is going to give me, once per session, the priest can get into a religious frenzy, granting him a +3 bonus to all rolls for 1d6 plus 2 phases. So I'll just roll the phases first. Let's do 8 phases. So if all else fails, and then I'll be rolling 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 3 from my wits is 10. So let's see how well this goes.
Okay.
12.
So that's your first roll. Okay, so let's roll this. You start trying to exercise whatever is inside the cards, and instantly you feel a force, some invisible force, pushing you against the wall. So you guys are around, yes, and you see the priest flying against the wall.
Ah.
We try and help him up.
It's not a very large crash, but you lose 1 health point.
All right, recording that now.
Just
I'm wondering if I ever seen The Exorcist, my character, so
yeah, I think so.
probably.
You probably have seen The Exorcist, but this wasn't a young woman. Actually, it was just a deck of cards.
Yeah, in the way I think that's even scarier.
The tarot reader starts screaming in terror when this happens.
Do we need to pray with you?
Are you going to proceed?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I've got 8, probably 7 periods now, and I have every intention of using them. All right. Oh,
Okay.
27.
That's your second roll. Okay. The second round, nothing happens. Apparently, nothing happens. You are able to read your lines.
Very
Third
good.
round.
All right. Natural 20.
The third round, you manage to continue and nothing happens. Fourth round.
1.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay, that's very bad.
Does
You feel
anyone in
like
the chat have a failure horn sound effect?
you feel like your insides are burning, and you just fall down unconscious, and you lose from whatever happened 5 health points.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, try and pick him back up. Let's see here.
I'm keeping my distance because this is scary.
Yeah, the tarot reader, meanwhile, ran away, and she's telling the secretary to call the cops
I
and
think
an ambulance, of course.
Because there's a dangerous card of decks that needs to be apprehended.
Bam! Shoot the cards.
um do you got a gun? You're an investigator. Do you carry a gun?
I have a gun. Yeah.
Shoot it.
The priest.
I'm
You want me to
getting
kill the priest?
I'm getting flashbacks from the Simpsons movie where they shoot the sinkhole and make it a very big sinkhole.
Do you want me to shoot the? Yeah, I'm gonna ask. But do you want me to shoot the priest? That's
Yeah.
not a good idea.
It didn't work. It didn't work. You have to shoot him.
You okay? I'll try. I'll shoot the deck. Okay.
Shoot the priest.
I said we should burn it.
Your faith has been tested, Father Matthews, and you have failed. Bam.
Okay, I'll shoot the deck, not the priest.
Okay, so you point a gun at the deck and you shoot.
Yeah.
Well, now you have cards all over
So
the
it was
place.
a very good shot.
Yeah, cards all over the place. But the deck didn't die, I think. There was no blood. Nothing unusual happened.
Are they destroyed?
Well, they are a bit damaged, but
They're confetti now. Not completely.
well,
but a bit.
they are damaged. Not
Uh,
entirely destroyed,
I'm
of
going
course.
to look for the. There's probably a trash basket, and I'm gonna
Of
put all
course,
the pieces.
then you scare the two women and
Yeah,
other
no,
room.
they're gonna call the cops anyway, and
Am
I'm
I
gonna
still
start a fire.
unconscious?
You are you will be unconscious for not too long.
Okay.
For my meanwhile
I'm
you
gonna ask Walker for his booze, so I'm going to put it in the trash bag. Give me your booze, and then I'm gonna set fire to the.
Okay.
Fire.
Meanwhile the priest has waken up, so you can say something if you want to.
Oh, I thought we were going to leave here and burn it. Oh, my goodness.
No, I just want to burn the. I just want to burn the cards, not the entire offer.
All right. So we'll pour some rum, some 151 on the cards, and take a lighter to them. Set the whole table on fire.
No, I'll put it on the. Let's put it on the trash can bin, so it's safer. Always use safety when starting a fire.
Okay, so you start burning the cards inside the trash bin, and they are burning, and nothing abnormal is
Do you
happening.
have some holy water, Father?
To put out the fire?
No, after. So.
Spritz him.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to go.
Yeah, let's go before they call before the cops arrive.
Yeah, they call
Our
them.
job here is done.
This is Emmetsville, so it'll take a while. Okay, so you splash some holy water on the ashes, and then you go out and you go away. The women aren't there anymore. When you shot the cards, they ran away. After you go out, you listen to some sirens on the background. They are still approaching, but you can go away without being arrested by the cops.
So it's solved. I tell the guys.
Yes, it is solved. You think so?
Yeah, of course it's solved.
Go to sleep. See what happens.
Or that, or we just released whatever was in the deck.
Okay, the priest died. His guts were on fire and he burst in flames. Let's see if he comes back.
Should have some elevator music.
Maybe. I have some music here. He's probably having some internet connection problems.
Yeah, I was, but I don't think I noticed. I was disconnected for a while, but because I'm using my work computer and I turned on the VPN by accident, and while I was turning on the VPN, everything freezed. But I don't think I got out. At least you didn't.
No,
meeting.
You were frozen a
I
couple
were
of
frozen,
times.
right? Yeah.
It was at the beginning.
Yeah,
You were
yeah, it was at the
frozen.
beginning. It was because I connected the VPN. I did it for with by habit, so I forgot that this freezes the connection.
Okay. Well,
So
well,
it's the decking.
at least you burned the cards.
We made it to. It was the deck of cards the whole
But I
time,
didn't
wasn't it?
shoot the priest,
Man.
although I was told so by the other player.
You didn't shoot the deputy. Well, okay. I think we're going to finish this. Well, if you want to continue some other time, obviously this didn't finish like this.
Yeah, that was the.
You burned the cards, but this is not the end.
Right, yeah. I got you. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was interesting. Your super fans are great. Wow, I've never seen people act like that before. It's so crazy. In the chat, so.
Got someone saying that it's actually a
Yeah.
one shot. Well, almost a one shot. Ah, we have Father Williams coming back.
Okay.
So let's.
Sorry about that. Aaron went out for a sec.
No problem.
Hey, there you are.
We thought that maybe the demons took you.
Yeah.
That's a
Honestly,
good
they
end.
might have.
This is okay. So you burn the cards and you got away before the cops arrived. So what's your next actions? What you're going to do next?
I think this is solved and we'll just go back with our lives.
At least for now, we'll be on guard in case stuff like this keeps happening.
Okay, so you go on your lives. Next day, you seem that everything seems all right, no problem. 2 more days go by and nothing strange.
One sec.
On the third night, you guys start having nightmares again.
Hmm.
Not you don't remember them, but you wake up feeling strange and something must have happened.
So we know the feeling by now.
Yeah.
We got to call her and see what deck of cards she's using again.
Yeah, we're gonna chat on our Facebook group and I say, oh, I think it's back. Hmm. So yeah, are we going to visit her again? I don't think she wants to see us, but
I think we should, yeah.
You want to visit the tarot reader?
hmm
Okay, so you get together and you go to her office, but her office is closed.
oh, I wonder why.
And it seems like this probably is closed, really closed.
Streetwise?
There are several things, several boxes. I'm going to
Yeah, I tried the
broken.
streetwise, but I had a bad roll, so no.
20.
Oh, good.
Streetwise.
So what do you want to?
I'll break right in the front door.
Okay, okay. So you break in. When you go inside, you notice well that there are several boxes with the stuff inside. They are probably moving or whatever, closing down.
Just kind of look through those real fast.
Okay, you start looking around, but it doesn't seem like something weird. It's just papers, books, and some of our books and some of our stuff.
All right, we'll go back and try and search her, like the tarot reading area or her personal office.
Inside our office, there's not much thing now. But there's still some of our what do you call it? occult stuff, but it's just for show. Nothing really scary. Nothing really. It all looks like something that she bought on a store just to make it look like the real thing. A few tarot decks, but well, like this one, you can order them online, so it's nothing.
Well, I guess she skipped down. She got scared.
Yeah, you shot you shot the card inside their office, and people were dying.
She's got to be doing readings again, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can figure out where she lives from the office.
Yeah. Does she still have a TV show, or that one also got cancelled?
Well, you can try to check that. It seems to have been cancelled. Yes, it was recently cancelled.
Well, maybe they'll get a syndication deal.
She can change her name.
Yeah. Well, let's look for where she lives. Yeah. Let's try to get her address.
Okay, so you're going to. Okay, let's assume that there's something in the office that allows you to identify where she lives, because you can't look for Madame Sophia.
Yeah.
She probably isn't called Sophia anyway. So, but there, okay, there's an address book there, and her address is there. Are you going there now?
Yeah. Let's visit her.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get out of the office, and you go straight to Madame Sophia's place. It's a modern building, and there's a porter or concierge or whatever it's called, a guy who works there, and he asks you, "Who are you visiting?"
I'm thinking if you know her name, are you going to say Madame Sophia?
Well, it's her professional name.
Is there a like a button list that would have names on it that you could that we could look at and see the actual name for that address?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's say that there is something like that. Yes.
So it'd be like, I'm looking for this
So,
person, so we get the right name at least.
yeah. So she's called. Let me check. She's called. Why can't I find her? Well, I can't find her, so let's
Just
just
make up a
ignore
name.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, you see her surname there, and you ask for her, and well, Jed and a haircut. That's interesting. Um, so you say her surname, and the guy says, no, unfortunately, she's not here. She had a vacation. She had a vacation. She's out of town.
Mm. I was wondering if he's going to say that she died.
No, she's just out of town. No one, actually.
I just shot a deck of cards.
Yeah, she slapped a tarot reader and shot her tarot cards, and
we
then they burned them.
could try to use interrogation to find out where she went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll for it.
So be which
Let's both roll for her and see who gets the best. Roll. Oh, 5. Now I'm just getting 5s. So
I rolled a 6 plus 2.
Yeah, not too good. Well, he says she's in I don't know, she's in Florida.
in a resort.
Yeah.
Could use my lucky trait and re-roll that
Okay.
investigation roll. 18 plus 2.
Okay. So he's more specific. He tells you the name of the hotel where she's staying.
All right. Let's roll. We'll let the freaks
So
drive. Why not?
let's call her and ask what tarot card
Oh, let's
what tarot
spook her.
deck she's been doing, she's been using.
Well, if we
Yeah.
spook her though, and she runs.
Do you think you need to? I'm asking Father Williams. Do you think you need to exercise her and not the deck?
Well, if crap's still going on, then we're definitely gonna have to tie her down, pour her with holy water, and say the words again. And it's probably not going to be as easy this time. Oh, and of course, she'll be squirming and stuff.
And we need to go to Florida.
Well, that's the upswing.
Well, are you going to call her now?
Probably not, yeah, because that's gonna. Yeah, maybe if that's Walker has a point, that will spook her, right?
We'll see if we can we get down there.
When does the doorman knows when she's supposed to come back?
Okay. So how many weeks did I say that went by?
3 weeks?
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So if I said 3 weeks, then uh, in a couple of days probably she will be here. She has been away for almost 2 weeks.
So I guess maybe we wait. Florida is very humid this time of and hot this time of the year anyway.
Yeah, we can wait for her to get back. Then come back here.
So you're coming back to her place when?
Right before she's supposed to get home.
Okay.
That way we're waiting for her instead of her waiting for us.
So we'll
Okay,
do a
so-
stakeout.
Okay, so 2 days later, you get together again and you do a stakeout waiting for Miss Sophia. Madam Sophia, actually, not
Yes.
Miss Sophia.
I've got a big old thing of holy water ready to go.
Well, you see a taxi cab coming and she's there. And after she picks up her bags, she heads into her building and goes home probably. So she's home now.
Hey, as soon as she gets her bags and get ready to start going to the building, like walking up and like, here, let me help you carry that, so I can kind of invite myself in.
You get inside. What are you going to ring on her bell or just break in? Or
No,
whatever?
because we're gonna carry her bags, right? So we're gonna try to get her before she enters the building. That's what
Oh,
I'm
even
understanding.
before.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, even before. Right. Okay, so you pick up her bags, and she looks at you. What are you doing?
So when you talk,
It's happening again.
Well, she walks with you, and she says, "But I haven't been I haven't been doing any readings."
Are you
I
sure about that?
Yes, I'm very sure. I'm going to get out of this business. I don't want anything to do with this anymore.
somebody has.
No, but you burned that thing, right?
Maybe
We're having
it's
dreams
stick
again.
on you.
But I didn't do anything. I was on holidays. I was well. And meanwhile, you get to her house, and she just says, "Well, I told you before that I'm actually I don't believe in this shit. I never believed in this. This is just a. I was
With
just
all
a
due
Christian.
respect, madam, this shit believes in you. Now, I've got this big old barrel full of holy water, so if it be no bother to you, we'd like to try again, and hopefully this time it'll work out.
Yeah, because if not, you've seen what happened to the cards.
You're going to exorcise me,
Yes.
but I don't think that's. Isn't that supposed to happen when people are possessed by the devil?
You're possessed. You might be possessed by something. We want to make sure.
If you're not possessed, it's not gonna hurt you.
Okay, persuasion, persuader.
Okay.
I had a 12. I don't know if anyone had a better roll.
Let me see what can be done. Private chat. Oh, my stuff I recorded is gone. 1 sec.
Yeah.
I think I had 2 in persuasion.
15.
15. Okay.
Okay,
So
we
you guys try as a group to persuade her, and James is able to convince the woman. She's a bit stupid, and she just says, "Okay, I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. I'm just going. Can I sit here?"
Just sit whatever a place you don't mind getting wet.
yes. We might want to do this in the backyard so we don't ruin your furniture.
And bring some rope.
Okay, so you go to another room. There's less furniture, and you start the exorcism. Um, do the same rule.
All right.
Can we try to help him? Like, I don't know.
And I'm not gonna. I'm
I
gonna
think
get involved.
you have to
with
be a
that shit.
priest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get involved with that shit, man.
All
That's
right. Here we
heavy.
go. Even without the +3, it's still good for +7. So here we go.
I
Round
got
1.
I got your bag, Jack.
14.
Okay, so you start the ritual, and nothing happens in the first round.
Right.
Proceed.
Natural 20.
And nothing happens, even though you had a natural 20.
All right. Another natural 20. You think I'm kidding, don't you?
No, I believe you. And now, well, Father Matthews seems to be very into this, is getting into the character, and but the woman, she's just there sitting, and
She's
nothing
not
is happening.
going.
No, she's not. Her head isn't turning, and she's not vomiting green soup, and nothing strange is happening, and
So
things aren't falling, and
maybe she's not possessed.
yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but you can roll again if you want to.
Yeah.
Let's do it one more time, and if it's a 1, then that'll be a sign to stop.
I think that you're gonna kill her if that's the one.
Well, thankfully it's not a 1, it's a 9, so add on 7. That's 16.
Well, you finished the ritual, and actually nothing happened.
Well, the good news is that you were not in fact possessed by the devil. So now we know.
She shrugged and said, "Yeah, I knew already."
Okay, so where did you get that deck?
Do we still have that that lion claw?
Yeah.
Why don't I try pouring some holy water on that?
Well, who picked up that thing?
I think it was Father Matthews. I know
Okay.
it wasn't me.
All right.
Might
I'm gonna.
ask her about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of you guys said it.
We just misplaced the claw.
Well, the city's doomed. Well, good night, everybody. I'll see y'all in therapy.
Well, let's assume the priest had the claw. So you're going to do this in Madame Sophia's apartment.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, backyard, but yes, we'll be dunking the claw into the holy water. Dunk.
Okay. So you dunk it in the water, and something strange happens. the water starts bubbling, and the claw seems to be dissolving in the water,
Okay, so that was a
but
devil claw.
violently.
Yes. Well, hopefully the situation's take care now. We're inadvertently cause of numerous other deaths, so I'm going to go pray for my immortal soul. If anyone needs confession, you know where to find me.
But what about the rest of the demon? If this is just a claw,
I don't know.
I'm
um,
my character is shocked because the fact that this actually works, and I'm even more scared now.
Could there be more pieces? Oh wow. What about in her house?
So, okay, guys, let's think about this. So, what if whatever Madam Sophia did just make something come out, and the claw was just a piece of it, and there's still.
At this moment, the phone rings in her apartment, and she goes to pick up the phone. And you can proceed if you want. Yes.
I don't know. Just thinking. What if where's the rest of the that thing? Are we supposed to go and hunt it now?
like we're getting pretty close to the finished point. Is there anything that we've like overlooked or any like hmm
Okay, so she returns, and she looks very, very worried. She tells you, my secretary just called me. She didn't want to disturb me during the holidays, but several people died while I was gone. Several customers died. At least three. Those are the ones she knows about. Um, I have bad news about this. I mean, they were all during I had them. I made these readings all in the same time during the same time period. But I've been very busy, you know.
But it was all with that deck.
Yes, but there's another thing. You know that I was using that deck in a TV show.
Yes. So shit.
so that means that
So
everyone who
here,
saw
here's
an
what I'm gonna
episode
do.
and had their fortunes told are now doomed.
Or
I'm
think they
gonna,
had their fortunes told.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk right up to the woman and put my hand on her shoulder and say, "Lady, I'm real sorry," and then shiver with the pocket knife. You gotta go. There's no way. I'm not dying. You are.
Oh, for heaven's sake, man!
She's
The
the
father just
connection.
face palms.
I wanted to ask her where she had bought the deck, man.
Ask her when she's got one more. Ask her she's got one more breath left.
Where did you got the deck?
Yeah, she fell on the floor. She's
I just start reading out for funerary rites. Dearly beloved, we are gathered today.
she doesn't say where she bought the deck. She just
Maybe the receptionist no. So
she faints.
I was thinking about calling back the
No,
receptionist and see the number, but
what?
I was thinking about calling back the
Oh.
receptionist just to know where she bought the deck. But we have is she dead?
Not yet, but she's going to die
Yeah, because then
probably.
we need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, unless you want to stay and help her, it's very likely she will die.
She's the connection, man. She's got to go. Look at it. All these people are
All
gonna
right,
die. Now it's fine with
Well-
that. Then things can burn it down too.
Is there any way we can put her out of her misery at least?
Yeah, she's going fast,
Okay.
bleeding all over the floor.
Well, it is my humble recommendation as the moral guide in this situation to clean our fingerprints off of everything and anything we touched. Quietly leave the door, and sir, Mr. Walker, I'd like to see you in my confessional in the next half hour. Please.
I'm gonna be there, all right. I'll be there every week.
Oh, thank you. Oh, always wonderful to have a convert. How about you, Miss Lee?
Can I hide in your shirt?
For now, yes.
He's
And
scared
so
to death.
we will go to wiping off the fingerprints, and what happens next is what happens next.
Okay, so you clean the fingerprints, and you take away the whatever you left there. Well, you don't leave anything there, just to be sure. And probably, well, Jessica is a thief. It was a thief,
Mhm.
so you probably know what to do, not to leave clues behind.
And
And,
maybe break the door so maybe they can believe that it was not us but someone else. Because we came in with her, so why would we
Yeah.
break into the lock? Why
Yeah.
would we break in the door? So
Okay, so you go away, and you attend Father Matthew's services, and
but I still want to figure out. Well, I don't know if the receptionist knows where she may have gotten the deck, but I don't want to call because that will be suspicious.
Carl move, yeah. Carl wasn't going out with her. I don't think so, or maybe it was. I don't know. Okay, so are you going to call the secretary
Sure, why not?
now? Right now,
Not
before.
in the not no in another from another not on that day after.
So when she already knows that the woman died.
Yes, because it doesn't know it
Okay.
was me. I'm just concerned
Okay, so you call the receptionist days after this.
because I know the terrible news.
Okay. So do roll something, something persuasion or something like that.
6, 8, not very good.
No, not very good. What are you going to say to her?
I heard the terrible news about Madame Sophia, and I was just wondering maybe it was because of that weird tarot deck. Does she knows where she got it?
She says, yes, I know. It was from
So,
an antique dealer.
do you know where?
What was the name of that character?
The
Antique
Yeah.
dealer.
Yeah, the antique dealer from the Devereaux, Michael Devereaux, or not the other one.
Yeah, Devereaux. Yeah.
Devereaux, okay, Michael Devereaux.
No, I mean your character, not Michael Devereaux.
Ah, my character, Miranda something.
Ashworth.
Ashworth, yes.
Yes. Okay, so it was some Ashworth person.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna call them and ask if they want to follow
they,
that
them.
lead. Them,
them,
Father
too.
Williams and James, the murder Walker. I can't believe he complained about me being a thief.
Well, he wasn't a murderer.
Yeah.
It was something that happened.
He's scared.
First, I'm gonna call to see if they're still alive, of course.
Who?
Walker and
yeah.
Matthews. Yeah.
They are, unless they kill themselves, they are alive. I didn't do it. The game
And
master
say
didn't.
that I figured out who she got, who sold Madame Sophia the deck, and now this is becoming this is not gonna be a one shot.
No, well, I mean, this is a one shot, but it's not
Okay.
meant to end as a one shot. This is supposed
It's
to be.
open ended. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an introductory and adventure to Wretched Darkness. So we finished the one shot already. So what happens next? It's not.
Okay.
It's just a way for
So
us
you
to
just give us
finish
enough
it
time
today.
to kill someone. That was
No, that was well. The destroying the deck was probably the ending, but not the ending because now you already know that that doesn't.
so. What that's gonna do. I'm gonna ask them if they want to figure to talk to the art dealer. And is anyone suspecting we were the ones that killed her? I'm not gonna ask my cop friends. Talk to my cop
I don't know. You cleaned
about
up after that, so you're going to do a roll, and I'm going to do a roll, and then if you win, they won't suspect
okay.
you.
It's just a D20, or do we add anything?
D20 plus something that is related. I don't know.
Uh,
Let me check your skills. What's the character? It's Jessica Lee.
Jessica.
Okay, so you can roll for investigation, I think,
Okay,
on
so
on reverse.
exactly 18. I had an 18.
Okay. No one has suspected you. You cleaned everything up and didn't leave any
I already
clues.
went to jail once. I don't want to go back.
Yeah. So you're all clean. No one suspected you.
And so begins James Walker's wretched life.
The good news are
May
you
God
aren't.
have mercy on our souls.
Yeah. The good news is you aren't having any nightmares
Okay,
in
so
the
they
nights
stopped.
after. The nightmares stopped. The bad news is there are more strange suicides and strange deaths going on in Ammatville than usual. So you don't know, but it might be
Whatever
connected.
happened, we didn't. We probably didn't stop it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, you don't know, but
But we are free. Okay.
people are talking about it. People are saying that Hammetville was never was always a bad place to live, but it wasn't.
So maybe killing Madam Sophia was a good idea. Maybe it's severed our connection with her.
That's
Guess
good.
we're
I'm
gonna
not.
find out.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell you anything about that. Maybe,
All right.
maybe.
Well, thank you for having us. I was enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
Yes. I just hope I didn't flub the system too bad.
No, we are just. I don't really care about the rules. Are just rules. It's just.
Indeed. I meant more like get the rules and tone right and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Unlucky
yeah.
No,
rolls are
no.
just part of the game. It's part of the fun. But regardless, if I was there, I'd shake your hand. In the meantime, I'll say thank you very much and have yourself a wonderful day or evening.
It was nice. It was nice to play during the week.
Take
Yeah.
care. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye,
Bye bye.
and thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you guys. Let's stop the transmission. Yeah.